Good afternoon, guys. Sean from Local Energy. One thing wanted to talk about that nobody ever brings up in this industry is venting and the few different approved means of venting for most manufacturers. So you have PVC, Schedule 40. You have IPEX 1738. You have IPEX 636. Centrotherm, Duravent. There's a few others. I'm not going to go over Duravent because it's not a product that I'm very familiar with, but Centrotherm is rated for boiler flue temps in excess of 180 degrees. IPEX 636 is rated for 194 degrees. 1738 is rated to 149 degrees. And PVC realistically isn't supposed to be used for venting whatsoever. Maine, for whatever reason, we don't frown upon it. But if you are working in New Hampshire or in Massachusetts, don't you dare put PVC on a gas high efficiency wall hung boiler. You will never pass an inspection. One thing that we need to be made aware of as contractors in this state is if you are going to be using a venting material where you're going to be keeping the vent limiter active, it's usually a dip switch on most of these boilers, you need to remember that you need to add a little bit more distribution in the form of heat emitters, or you need to put yourself into a position to oversize the boiler by about a rough calculation of 15%. Don't you dare take that switch off and allow those flue temps to get to 180 and above with PVC or 1738. You're violating the listing of the venting material. Stuff nobody ever thinks about. I love going down rabbit holes myself and being sure that I am well educated as well as I'm giving my clients the best possible product offerings out there. So we've settled with Local Energy with Centrotherm. It's a very easily obtainable venting material. You can common vent just about any boiler with it. I never do concentric. If you ask me to do a single pipe system on your boiler, I'll actually walk away from your job. You will never hire me and see me do a pipe and a pipe. It will absolutely take a minimum of between 3 and 5 years off the lifespan of your boiler if it runs mostly in low fire. It just eats its own. It eats its own burps is the best way I like to put it. We don't want to do that. So be sure whoever you're hiring is doing their due diligence with venting. PVC is the cheapest. That's why it gets used so often in Maine. Followed by IPEX, basically 1738, followed by Centrotherm, and then 636 is extremely expensive. I never use it. I can't pass those costs on to the homeowner. And then Duravent's a good product, but I've never installed it, so I know nothing about it. But keep your eyes open about this stuff, guys. Centrotherm has a really good venting. They're willing to design you a CAD drawing for free of charge if you go on their website. So those of you that are unsure about kind of what, allowable, you lose, on average between 3 and 5 feet for every 45. Every short 90, we usually say is about 10 feet. It's 5 feet for a long 90. And then, so remember that when you're venting. But yeah, any other questions, please shoot me an email. Love to try to help and teach people. Inquiry@localenergyme.com, or if you know my phone number, shoot me a text. Glad to help you anytime. Sean from Local Energy signing off, and hope this helps.